All right, and hello everyone, and welcome to the SG Live 2020 Super Metroid Randomizer Qualifier 6. The absolute final one, there will be no more. I am the Cheese Reaver, and with me this evening is Mr. D. Drake. I'm going to
Hello,
call him
hello.
like 7 different things throughout this, but,
That's
that's
fairly
what I'm going to call
standard
him
with
right
my
now.
name.
How are you doing this evening, Drake?
I am great, dude. I'm really hyped to be watching this race, to be honest. I haven't managed to keep up with all the qualifiers, and we've got some great runners in and some great runners on stream to watch. So, yeah. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I've managed to catch a couple of these, but not all 6 of them. And looks like we've got a start. We've got Toasty Muffins in the top left, MM2 Nest cartridge in the top right, Glacio Souza in the bottom left, and Lexosaurus Rex in the bottom right. Runners, of course, going to head left, because I don't know. I'm still not aware of a randomizer where you get to head right.
There's got to be one out there, but it's not going to be Super Metroid, let's be honest.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So, early predictions. Are we going to see a meme route?
I'm gonna go with no, just because they're not gonna have the power bombs to do it. I think they're gonna be forced to go to Bomb to Rizo.
That is the most upsetting thing I've heard all day, and I'm sure most of chat will agree with me on that one.
Alright, so let's see what we've got on the morph pedestal. And how boring is that? It's just a morph ball. I'm sorry, it's the morphing ball.
Well, I'm glad to see you getting it right, at least. It's...
Which is odd, because it's the morph pedestal, but the morphing ball.
Yeah, but, that's translations for you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh, bombs.
Bombs, which means if they go to Bomb to Rizo, they will have to fight Bomb to Rizo.
Okay.
And we have super missiles at alpha missiles and super missiles at beta missiles.
So, yeah, like you say, we're going to be seeing BT, but we're not going to be seeing him for long on anyone's stream.
No, absolutely not. If you've got super missiles, the Bomb to Rizo fight goes from already pretty easy to just a complete and utter joke.
I prefer to think of it as formalities than jokes myself, but yeah, I'll give you that.
Formality is a good way to put it too.
Yeah. So, let's see. I'm curious to see if anybody stops at 230 missiles on the way up. I'm guessing we're going to see everyone stop at Old Mother Brain, but curious about 230.
I don't know. With this logic, there's not a lot to gain there, but you don't have power bombs yet. So I guess there is still something to gain.
And at the end of the day, missiles are something you do want, even if you don't want a lot of them generally.
That's true. You do want to find at least a few. Alright, and we've got power bombs under Old Mother Brain. But I don't expect we'll see any of our runners go back to meme route.
No, I don't expect it. I would like to see it. And in fact, Lex does not even check Old Mother Brain, so...
No, so that is going to be no power bombs there.
I mean, I don't believe Dash is particularly bad for it, but if we were to get trolled on early power bombs here, that could bite them.
That is true. Though I believe Dash is actually kinder with power bombs than most of your major minor randos, because instead of ratios of missiles to supers to power bombs, it's just a set number. There are this many packs of each. There are way more power bombs than you're kind of probably used to in your standard major minor.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So we do get Glacio checking it.
We got Screw Attack at BT. And a not real fight at Bomb to Rizo. I mean, it's two supers. The only way it could be faster is if it was two missiles into super.
Right, there's going to be just standard enemies that they're going to encounter that are going to take them longer to kill.
Absolutely. All right. So Is Lexa done and heading out towards the ship? Lexa gonna go for the gauntlet check. Has that screw attack, but only has no E-tanks and the power suit.
I mean, Lex is definitely in the the standard that you don't expect that they would have too many problems, but mistakes can always happen in Gauntlet, especially low E Gauntlet.
Absolutely, and it really only takes one Yapping Maw grab and a no E-tank gauntlet to cause issues.
And I mean, on top of that, you've always got to remember as well that you're doing this for one major. You know,
Right.
There is 2 minors at the end, but effectively you're doing this for a single major.
Right. Lexa likely hoping for some power bombs here at the end. That would make finishing up the gauntlet a little more worthwhile. And MM2 forewent the gauntlet and found an E-tank at the Terminator. Both Toasty and Lexa doing gauntlet. We'll have to see whether they remember to check Terminator, because it is very easy to forget to go back in.
Oh, so easy. I can't honestly say I've ever had someone in Randomizer who can honestly say they've never done it.
Probably not.
Okay, so Lex is going to be covered for power bombs. We just saw some under the bridge on MM2's screen.
And there's a plasma beam at Bryn Reserve.
I mean, I'm going to call it now. Free seed.
Calling it free already? Well, they do have that starter charge beam, so those charged plasma shots will still do decent damage.
On top of that, having bombs already, having, screw attack, they're all in a pretty good position going forward. Okay, MM2 making the smart decision to pick up those power bombs as well. Oh, and a space jump too. Space jump as the Etikun's major. I mean, this is looking pretty solid so far. We haven't seen a suit yet, but it's still early days. Rumble, as soon as I saw that space jump, I instantly thought of Tracy myself. It is screaming out that this is a Tracy seed right now. I mean, Lex has made up great time considering there's a gauntlet check in between her and MM2. Apologies, I should have actually checked pronoun first, but between Lex and MM2. Okay, MM2 picking up those power bombs, making sure he's covered for Torian already. It also allows him, if he needs to go for that crystal flash, which, as we all know, just useful, especially in this randomizer. Okay, so that's everyone on screen now with their plasma beams. And look at the pace that Lex is running this at. This is beautiful. But there are E-tank at Wavegate. Yeah, Bahuman, still no Kappa tanks. And personally, I'm happy to see that. Okay, so as you can see from what Cheese was saying with the power bombs, plenty about. You know, we've seen 20 now from M2 and speed booster at charge beam. So waterway checking coming. I imagine Lex will not be far behind going for their waterway check. Springball. Oh wow. I mean, basically they want high jump and that's all the movement items then. So getting around in this seed is going to be pretty easy. What comes afterwards? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, if anybody in chat wants to lay down a prediction on where we're going to see any suit, I'm interested to know your thoughts. Okay, yes, stacked early power bombs though. I think in fact the only thing we've been short on in the early game is missiles. Of which, now that I notice, Lex still does not have any. I believe across the whole seed that it will indeed have more power bombs than vanilla, but I'd have to double check the numbers. Oh, vanilla gravity, Varia, Dragon or Shack. Oh man, you guys want to see them get tortured. Varia, Mama Turtle. Oh. Okay, let's see what's this X-ray.
I've been muted for a while, haven't I?
Oh yeah, I figured something had happened and you'd had to walk away from it.
I muted myself to cough, and then it never unmuted me when I pulled this down. I was wondering why you weren't responding to anything I was saying.
It's all a conspiracy. Me and chat have agreed to ignore you.
I mean, that's fair. I can't really blame you. I'm a little surprised to see Lexa heading up here, having no missiles. The all super fan tune kill is not a good time.
Unless they're thinking, I mean, actually no, it wouldn't be that convenient to do the plasma SBA, would it? So
yeah, the plasma special beam attack, not the greatest.
No, it's a bit wild, and you definitely have a hard time getting multiple hits on Fantoon with it. So
right.
But we'll see. I mean, hasn't gone down to check below. Hasn't checked on the left there.
Didn't
Neither
check
alpha nor beta.
Or beta. I'd in chat saying no charge yet, but they do all have the starter charge beam that does about a third of the normal charge shot damage.
Yeah, I think somebody has worked out that it is slightly more than a third, but for the purposes of how the health divides up in this game, it's negligible. So
it's actually 34% instead of 33.3 repeating percent, just because of the way the numbers work.
Yeah, but you know, that's
finding the ice beam.
Ice beam is a good find right now. He has gone down, I believe, is he not?
Yes, that was at Spazer.
Okay.
Whereas the right side, both of them have gone up, both Lexa and MM2.
The thing is, even if Lexa checks the left item here and its missiles, the 5 missile Fantoon fight is not fun. Oh, it's PBs.
Just power bombs. Now, the 5 super fight for Lexa, or is it 4? Is it 4 or 5?
5, yeah, it is 5 because 4 would only be 2400 damage.
You're right. While it won't be fast, it will be very safe with that screw attack.
Yeah, that is true. It's definitely going to be a lot safer using just screw to protect yourself there. But I suppose actually, if they're going to get a shot in with the plasma, the charged plasma every time, obviously it's a third of the normal damage, but that will be enough to make it 4 supers instead of 5.
Right. So we've got Fantoon happening on Lex's side, and we got Crate about to start up on Toasty.
Did Lexa just double hit with that previous charge shot?
I didn't think you could double hit Fantoon with a charged plasma shot. Maybe that's a damage-based thing and not... Because normally your charged plasma shot does enough damage that Fantoon disappears immediately, but...
Yeah, possibly.
That combo, I think it's only doing 150 damage?
I wouldn't know the exact number, but I kind of feel like you would be better off using a super at some point. Okay, there's one.
Alright, Toasty does not achieve the Crate quick kill, but finishes Crate off anyway.
Fairly quickly.
Fairly quickly, but not the official Crate quick kill.
No, most certainly not.
And is only rewarded with an E-tank at Varia.
Okay, MM2's in there, Fantoon fight 2.
And Lexa, MM2 starting the fight as Lexa finishes off Fantoon. The Elephant Ghost is down.
So, I mean, that kind of shows how much time Fantoon can eat up when you don't have missiles, because Lexa had a good lead coming up here into Fantoon. And don't get me wrong, the Fantoon fight is not a bad lead to have, but it's most certainly not what Lex did have coming into it.
Right. Yes, the pseudo screw damage is the same as it would be with a normal charge beam, just with the starter charge.
Yeah, same with the special beam attacks. It's full damage from them as well.
Right. It's only the shots themselves that are low damage. But it does help prevent a lot against soft locks. Right side super's just an E-tank in the wreck ship.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a useful E-tank to get right now, but not what you want to see there.
No, you're honestly, if you're going to the wreck ship at this point with what you've got, you want to see a suit. You 100% are looking for a suit here.
Yeah, and I'm kind of feeling like we might see something at reserve, because I know that's been something that's been fairly common in Dash, or at least feels common in Dash sometimes.
True, and all of our runners do have speed booster, so they'd be able to pick it up. Yeah,
I mean, you know, you were muted for a good portion of it, but all the movement items, so everyone's in a real good position there.
Everything except high jump. And honestly, when you have the space jump, high jump loses... I mean, high jump is my favorite item in the game, but when you have space jump, high jump does lose some of its power.
It does in the casual sense, but I think in a speedrun sense, it's still quicker significantly to have high jump for a lot of this game.
Oh, absolutely. If you find it, you still pick it up, but you're not as beholden to it.
Oh no, like everything that high jump would open up for you is opened up by having space jump.
And Toasty finds Kappa Tank 1 as Lexa finds Kappa Tank 2.
This is, as someone has said in chat already, a healthy seed right now.
Healthy. But also, two different reserve tanks on screen at the same time. This is a sad day for the Super Metroid community.
It's... I can't argue it. I really can't.
Rumble pointing out that Space Jump does not open up Suitless Meridia the same way that that High Jump Boots would.
That is true. That is very true. I can't fault you on that one. Spring Ball most certainly gives them a bit more leeway there, and if they get ice before they go there.
Okay. And Toasty Muffins is going to keep the faith and place his bets on the 8-eyed Wonder Crocomire. Has that starter charge plus plasma, so it can walk the croc.
Let's see those Croxies in chat, people. Let's be honest here. We all know we love the guy.
Everybody loves Croc.
I mean, it's the main reason speedrunners don't want to go there. We just don't want to kill Croc. We like him too much.
Exactly. I mean, yeah, it's, you know, in a major minor split, decent item density. Oh! MM2 takes the death, but did catch a save.
Save. Oh,
the spiky room of death once again proves that it earns its name.
I kind of hope he bails on it. I mean, we know what's there.
Right.
MM2 doesn't, but...
Yeah, looks like he has no intentions on bailing, which I don't blame him for not bailing.
No, not at all. Smart decision to make.
Right.
Let's just hope he gets the spiky room of death right this time and gets straight through it.
I did not see. Did Lexa check what was at Rexia Preserve?
Ooh, I did not see. I was watching the Croc's Eve fight.
Yeah, I was watching Toasty walk the Croc.
I mean, he's in 30 supers. That's basically Ridley ready if he can find a suit that'll help him get down there right now.
Absolutely. With that health, honestly, gravity is just as good for it as Varia.
Especially when you're at the skill level of a Toasty.
Yeah. Alright, so Lexa is taking the trip with the bowling to Rizzo.
Okay, so yeah, Lex did check, and it was Varia. Thank you, chat, for actually paying attention.
Wow. Alright, I mean, well, if you're gonna make the wreck ship play, like I said earlier, which I might have been muted for, you want there to be a suit here. Like, if you're gonna spend all this time in wreck ship with the movement items you've found, for it to pay off, there has to be a suit.
The thing is now, will Toasty find gravity enough for it to have significant value having gone down? Because he's most certainly got the health and almost got enough ammo to make, you know, Lower North well within his own capabilities without difficulty.
Yeah. Didn't see what he found at Grapple, but must not have been anything too important.
So MM2 now knows where Varia is as well.
Right. Lexa has picked up the Varia and found a wave beam for the troubles.
Well, I mean, in terms of beams, we know there's a very, very high likelihood they're going to pick up ice, so...
So you're talking about a full beam combo minus charge, but with the starter charge, you're talking about basically the new route 80% full beam combo.
Yeah, because, well, in fact, I think you get 300 damage, don't you? So I think that works out a little bit more than the new route combo. So, yeah.
A little more.
It would be a 60 shot Mother Brain anyway, so...
It might be a 59 shot with the extra percentages.
That's fair, but, you know, if you're running in this, you're considering that a 60 shot.
Right. Lex was probably ready for Ridley. Assuming Lexa does bootless lava dive, that would be the only question.
Yeah, that's the only one there. But in terms of skill level, it wouldn't surprise me if Lex does it at all.
Oh, not even a little. And Toasty finds the X-ray, picks it up, has that plasma beam. So Microwave is on the table for Botwound, Dragon, and Fantoon.
Yeah, it's another side effect of Dash that I think it does make X-ray instantly more valuable, because you go in to grab it if you've already got plasma, and
right.
You know
you've already got you're starting with one of the 3 parts of the microwave beam.
Yeah,
I mean, and that's big.
Okay, so MM2's getting their wave now.
Looks like Glacio Souza is going to head into Wreck Ship. And assuming he does the whole shebang, will be rewarded with a wave beam and the variant suit.
Okay, let's see what's at speed. Show us the goods, Toasty.
Toasty's still picking up missiles, which I'm a little surprised about.
I kind of feel like, high jump.
Oh, there's the high jump boots.
If Lexa gets down there, I'm fully confident Lex is capable of going straight for Ridley now.
Absolutely. Assuming Lexa doesn't just go straight for bootless, which they might. I'm not sure. But yeah. And Lex is picking up that Ice Beam, having now the Starter Charge plus Ice Wave Plasma. That is, that's a big combo.
I mean, I know we've got a lot of checks still to go, but if we find gravity soon, that's not gravity, sorry, grapple soon, I'm going to start feeling like this is a suitless Meridia.
Yeah, and we did see a Suitless Meridia in the earlier qualifier, a required Suitless Meridia in the earlier qualifier today.
Well, I mean, it was not very common, but it was a reasonably common feature in the 2017 tournament, which this logic is based off. So,
right,
it's definitely a possibility. Okay, Lex going for their Kraid. They're going to be about a minute coming back to this door.
And there's Grapple.
Oh, now I'm 100% feeling that this is suitless.
Though, with the items that we know where they are, Gravity could be in Lower Norfair.
Oh, definitely.
High Jump Lava Dive is in the logic. I don't believe Bootless Lava Dive is, but with High Jump, that is 100% in logic.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea about Bootless.
I'm almost positive Bootless is not in the because this the logic, like you said, is based off the 2017 total logic.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive Bootless was not in that.
I don't remember seeing it, so if it is in it, it's extremely rare at least.
And Glacio Souza has finished off the Elephant Ghost. That is another dead Fantoon. Lex finishes off Kraid and is rewarded with an E-Tank.
I'm curious with this save here if Toasty is planning on going down or if he's planning on doing a quick Meridia dip and then going down. He's going down.
Yeah, no,
he's of course he's got the Croc Speedway, isn't it?
Yeah. Or
farm up some ammo.
If he's farming, he might be going for Lower Norfair. Will the madman do it? He's a madman. He doesn't have nearly enough power bombs, but he could farm those in the Speedway.
Don't say
Is
that.
the madman gonna look?
Oh no.
I believe the madman is about to do madman things.
I believe he's going for a full suitless Lower Norfair as it currently stands.
Alright, thank you, Rumble. I didn't think Bootless was.
No, and also thank you, Francie, who seems to have said it just a couple of minutes ago as well.
I didn't see that one. Yes.
No, I didn't notice it myself, so...
but at this point, we should probably switch audio. I'd say... I would think we could put Lex in the lead. Right?
I think with the suit, yes. I think that
even
that
if Toasty goes, full whole hog, there's still going to be a lot of farm time and Crystal Flash time, and Suitless Lower Norfair takes a while.
It takes a lot longer than running through it with Varia will. So yeah, I would definitely say as we currently stand, Lexa is our current leader. That could change, but yeah.
Absolutely. I would say MM2 not too far behind. Really just kind of a Kraid fight behind.
Yeah, basically.
Alright, Lexa going for Ice Escape, and gets
Toasty.
it. Oh, and Toasty gonna take a death. Did Toasty save? Toasty did save.
Yeah, he saved before he farmed.
Ooh.
So
now,
I'm wondering whether that will affect his decision or not.
Yeah, that death might lead him. Honestly, if I'm Toasty here, I'm thinking about Suitless Meridia.
To be honest, after that, I would go for Suitless Meridia right now.
Like, I would rather do Suitless Meridia and just bank on hopefully nothing important is in Wreck Ship. We know that the Varia suit is in Wreck Ship, but he doesn't.
No. It looks like... It did look like he was going to go down to farm then, so...
He's thinking about it.
He's definitely thinking. Lex is not thinking. Lex is just gonna plow straight through here now.
Lexa is about to drop a hammer on Lower Norfair. Or?
Gotta go get high jump first. I mean, Lexa doesn't know it's high jump that
That's
they're
true.
gonna get, but they
Lexa
do.
probably doesn't want to try bootless lava dive, so is hoping to either find gravity or high jump here.
Yeah.
And we know that Lexa will find high jump at, I think it was at speed?
It was, yeah.
Alright, Glacio Souza now knows where Various Suit is.
So let's see what Toasty does. He's farming health, so I'm thinking he's going down again.
If he's farming, I don't. You don't farm there unless you're about to go back to Lower Norfair. Like, there's just no reason to.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Going via the Nutella refill, which makes a lot of sense. Make sure you're at full health, as close to it as you can be.
Absolutely. Lexa about to find those high jump boots and will be very happy. I don't know if Lexa plays on keyboard. I know that MM2 does.
Yeah,
but I'm not certain about Lexa.
I don't believe Lexa does, purely because there was a discussion a few days ago about keyboard players, and I didn't see that name pop up, but doesn't mean that they don't.
Alright, Toasty has completed the lava dive. And is going to grab the Lower Norfair save.
This is basically the point of no return now. He is committed.
Absolutely. And we're about to see... Oh, nope, Lexa going to go ahead and go to wave. I'm a little surprised.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, given their items, but I suppose you'd rather check it given where you are, in case it is gravity, than...
If it's gravity, it's over. Like, you're done.
Oh, yeah. That's it. If gravity is the item that pops up here, go mode. That's it right there.
Right. And with it being grapple, you might consider yourself done anyway. As long as you're comfortable with a full suitless Meridia.
Yeah. To be honest,
and with it, like you said earlier, with a player the skill caliber of Lexa, I expect we're going to see suitless Meridia.
Oh, I'm still thinking we're going to see at least part of suitless from everyone. I'm still very strongly of the opinion that it's going to be gravity is going to be a Meridia somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm going to say not behind Bot's Wound. I'm going to say be a little nice and say it's like at Mama Turtle.
No, that's fair. I mean, I hope chat and the runners don't hate me too much for this, but in some ways I kind of hope it's at reserve. But I also would hate for that to be the seed I was playing, so...
Doing that series of wall jumps is such a hand killer.
Oh, it's horrible. But at least you'd be doing it at the end of this run, given the routes that people are taking.
True. And honestly, when you hit that point, a lot of people are probably going to just do this full suitless and just not. Right, Toasty finding an E-Tank at Screw, which he'll take because more energy is fantastic for him.
This randomizer, Francie, is not based on the Varia randomizer. It's a different one. But yeah, as Rumble Mince has just said there, it can be at the bottom E-Tank, Sandpit, or Mama Turtle. It's not quite the same as the level 2 or 3 in the Varia randomizer, but sort of 2 more than 3.
Right.
Like you won't be expected to go to Dragon suitless. You can if you want, but that's up to you.
Right. You will not be forced to.
Yeah, definitely not.
But yeah, this is the Dash randomizer, which is based on the total logic. Yeah. Alright, so where do we have our players? MM2, betting on Croc. Found the E-Tank, but that was kind of it. I don't remember what the other item was, but I don't
Pretty
remember.
sure it was also an E-Tank.
Yeah, it wasn't anything important. Toasty has made it to Firefleas and finds a Kappa tank. But you know what? When you're doing suitless Lower Norfair, You want a couple of reserve tanks.
Any tank he can get right now is a good tank to pick up.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely thinking that he comes out of Lower Norfair and goes straight for Suitless Meridia, though.
Yeah, if you're gonna go through the effort of Suitless Lower Norfair, you're not bothering with. You're not going direct ship. It's not happening. Like you're gonna walk in, kill Fantoon, and leave. That's.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I mean, on top of that, it's just such a toasty thing to do.
Absolutely.
So
100% a toasty thing to do. Glacio has picked up that X-ray, activating the microwave. Has already killed Fantoon, so can't microwave Fantoon. But Botwoon and Dragon are still in the cards. And I saw a reset from MM2.
yeah, saw that E-tank and he got out of there. So where was his save? So basically undoes his Croc run, and he's going to be heading straight to Bubble Mountain.
Right. And I do expect once we see MM2 find those high jump boots, we will see him also head straight to Lower Norfair.
Yeah, and you can see there exactly what we were talking about earlier with the suitless Lower Norfair versus just having Varia and high jump, and
Right.
clearly in the lead here.
Absolutely. And Toasty made it to Lower Norfair with a pretty significant lead, at least Lower Norfair-wise, over Lexa. But it's just the farming, the crystal flashing, it all takes time.
Yeah, and in fairness, Lexa don't slow down for anyone.
Absolutely not. Alright, we got MM2 picking up the X-ray, also activating the microwave. Lexa now our only runner that has not activated that microwave beam. And we've got Glacio Souza farming up at speed. I expect we're going to see Glacio head straight to Lower Norfair.
Okay, so Lexa does look like they're going on the Super Missile farm, so they're definitely feeling that Super Missile is going to do a lot more for them in this than the starter charge, as we're calling it.
Absolutely. A 30-shot Super versus a 60-ish shot charge.
Well, yeah, but no matter how you slice it, they're going to have to make up 5 Supers in charge shots, or other ammo.
Absolutely, and I expect it'll be in charge shots, and that'll be, I believe, should be 10 charge shots to make up the difference.
And Toasty, the legend that he is, microwaving the Metal Pirates. I mean, you know, he's doing suitless, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But still. And as expected, Lex is going to give us our first Ridley fight.
The Space Pelican is on screen. We've got Glacio doing the lava dive, and makes its way out nicely.
Yeah, definitely had a couple more attempts in that with the health that they've got, but you want to get through as quickly as you can. And no, Shanvor, you cannot microwave Ridley. Probably a side effect of Ridley being the only boss in vanilla that you can actually have the full combination of the items required against.
Correct. You also can't microwave Kraid, but
that's for different reasons.
If you try to microwave Kraid, other very bad things happen.
Yeah, you just don't want to have to deal with them. There we go.
Which
behind
means
Ridley.
Toasty's trip out of Lower Norfair will be a lot easier than Toasty's trip into Lower Norfair.
Well, I would argue it's a lot easier to get out anyway. I mean, not necessarily to do it fast, but to get out is easier. But it's about to get a lot easier again.
That health will start draining at half speed, which will make his life significantly easier.
Yeah, I think that takes him from, 2 to possibly 0 crystal flashes needed.
He might,
depending on how his health is coming out.
He might do 1 before the 3 Musketeers, just as a,
Yeah, it's a smart place to play it safe against 3 Musketeers. That room is arguably harder than most of the bosses in this game.
Though they do have screw attack.
Yeah, that's true, and
Which
that
does
makes it
kind of
infinitely
trivialize.
easier.
Alright, so we've got Lexa heading out of Lower Norfair, has absolutely everything other than the charge beam, which is probably sitting at Shack Tool or somewhere, not anywhere that we're going to see. Glacio Souza heading up worst room in the game, but when you've got that space jump screw attack combo, the worst room in the game is really not so bad.
Especially when you've got high jump to go with it.
Absolutely. But really, I mean, high jump make it even easier, but just if you've got space and screw,
Oh, yeah.
it's just
Definitely.
a room. It's no longer the worst room in the game. It's just a room in the game.
Oh, yeah. No, and I mean, we've all got our personal worst room in the game, but we all know exactly why that is the worst room in the game.
Yes. Even though, for real, Wave Double Chamber is the worst room in the game.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you on that, to be honest.
Anybody who's ever run RBO will agree that Wave Double Chamber is the worst room in the game, for real.
It's dubbed Wave Boss for a reason.
Yeah.
Okay, Toasty giving us the suitless
Ridley fight, taking
And-
full advantage of that screw attack.
and those super missiles.
Absolutely. And is banking on
Oh,
drops?
that jump in was beautiful.
That was a beautiful jump in. Must be banking on drops or hoping for an E-Tank. It won't be one. But the gravity suit will make this a lot more likely that he makes it out of here.
Well, I mean, not
not
being
have
an
enough supers to Crystal Flash.
Yeah, not being an E-Tank, he couldn't have hoped for much better than that, because that's going to reduce his health drain significantly.
Exactly. And really, with that reduced health drain, he can farm up as much health as he needs right here in the pre-Ridley room.
Oh yeah, this farm for health becomes completely different, and I mean, given the ammo that he's on, even if he gets unlucky on the health drops and gets a lot of supers out of these, he's landed. He's through.
MM2 in trouble in the amphitheater.
Oh, another
and
death.
That's gonna be a death, but I believe he did take a save at the top of Lower Norfair. Yeah, the amphitheater. If you don't have gravity and you fall in the acid, you're gonna have a bad time.
Well, yeah, there's no ifs or buts about that one.
Yeah, like you're gonna have a bad time. All right, Glacio Souza unloading on Ridley with those missiles, and is now going to use that starter charge. That Pelican is looking awful pink. There's no way Ridley's got a whole lot of health left.
I'm pretty sure Ridley is dead now.
It's quite possible, but if you keep jumping in Ridley's face, Ridley will keep swooping until the swoop timer runs out.
Yeah, there you go.
And we just have a regular Ridley non-grab explosion.
Well, I mean, we say regular, but let's be honest.
Actually, not the regular. That's
yeah.
way more rare. Lexa checks Aqueduct. Not sure why. From an ammo perspective,
I suspect it might just be down to
wanting a couple more supers just to shorten the fights.
Yeah, I mean, I personally thought that they were more likely to go and farm than they were to do check that, but
True. That's true because Lexa cannot. Lexa is our only runner that didn't pick up the X-ray, so it does not have the microwave.
Yeah, but this beam combo, even with the starter charge, is going to make this a somewhat trivial fight again.
Oh, absolutely. Because you've got that plasma to negate Bot Wound's greatest asset, the worst hitbox in the game.
I think it might be the worst hitbox in any game, to be honest.
It might be, but it's definitely the worst hitbox in this one.
Yeah, it's a pretty bad one.
Alright, so we got Toasty almost out of Lower Norfair. And has those power bombs selected in case he needs the Crystal Flash, but decides not to. Toasty is out.
And he gets out.
Toasty, the madman, is out. Alright, so we got Glacio Souza heading out of Lower Norfair. MM2 heading down towards Ridley. And Lexa in the Coliseum. Space Jump. This one of the rooms really where Space Jump shines.
Oh, this, like, having Space Jump going towards Dragon in this room is such a huge benefit that you never realize could exist.
Right. Oh, and Lexa finds a pack of supers at Precious. And MM2 also microwaving the Kung Fu Pirates.
Like, it's just always nice to see microwave used.
It really is.
Okay, and we've got our first Dragon fight. I'm not expecting this to last long. You?
No. Between... I mean, Lexa has almost everything you could possibly want to take out Dragon. You know, Speed Booster, not quite microwave, but, you know, a good beam combo. Grapple. I mean, options are there.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
And looks like...
Go for quick grapple. Very
gets
nice.
the quick grapple. Nicely done. Meanwhile, MM2 taking on the Pelican.
Yeah, we got Glacio doing some bubble mountain checks.
Glacio doing the true worst room in the game.
And Toasty coming up to the bot room fight.
And we will get to see the microwave out of Toasty on bot wound and Dragon. And Fantoon, actually. Toasty, our only runner that has not visited the wreck ship.
And I will stand by, he made the right decision there.
And the Space Pelican explodes on MM2 screen. That is all dead Pelicans. Yeah. One thing about microwaving with the starter charge beam is that shot is still doing a third of its normal damage, so you're probably going to have to hit the button more times. Or not probably, you are going to have to hit the button more times.
Oh yeah, and I mean, if anybody wasn't sure what we meant by the bad hitbox, I hope you were just watching Toasty's screen, because it was perfectly visible with where that plasma beam was and what it was hitting.
Yeah. Bawoon's hitbox is just awful.
It is the worst. Awesome. It really is.
Lex is just really good at Super Metroid. I mean, yes, Randomizer as well, but...
in fairness, I definitely feel like Lex is someone who is understanding the logic of this seed, because their routing has been phenomenal for this seed.
Yeah. And... Whoa. I don't know if you're watching the SRL chat.
I am.
Okay.
I am now, anyway.
Alright.
I can't say I'm surprised.
I mean, I'm not either, but just, you know. Glacio checks Mama Turtle, finds an E-Tank, goes and picks it up. I agree with that, just for the free refill, if nothing else.
Yeah, I mean...
When your health is that low, you find an E-Tank, you pick it up just because it's going to take you longer to get that health elsewhere than the 7 seconds it's going to take you to pick up that item.
Exactly. It's just a foolish decision not to take it at that point.
Unless, of course, you're running some kind of low percent category, in which case you're not allowed to take it.
In which case you might actually have mental problems and need to get that looked into. Right, I mean, I'm sure we're all familiar with Zost's quote on anybody who wants to speedrun any percent, so imagine trying to do low percent.
Toasty gets a quick grapple kill on Dragon and finishes that up.
I feel like grapple kill is going to be a popular one today.
Definitely, because while the runners have the ability to do the microwave, since you only have that starter charge beam, the microwave kill is not nearly as seductive a kill as it normally would be.
Oh, it's going to take a little while. Yeah. I'm fairly certain you'd have to have at least 2 swoops for it.
Oh, there's no way you'd get it in a single swoop.
Yeah, it's nigh on impossible. Maybe Tass.
Oh, I'm certain Taz. Yeah, Taz can do anything. Now, Alexa is going to have to rely on decent drops from these Metroids. Not like task drops, but decent ones.
Yeah, I can see this becoming a potentially farm in the fourth room situation.
Yeah, that super count is not the greatest ever.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be tempted to take the top two and then go back.
That is probably what I would do as well, but nope.
But then,
YOLOs.
oh,
Ooh.
they got it's good they picked up those couple of drops there because they were going to be tight on ammo coming down here.
And as it stands, probably has to pop a door and refill. Take what, 9 and 9
yeah.
to kill Mother Brain 1?
Yeah, I believe they're going to have to pop at least the first door and refill.
I think pop the door and the eye door.
I mean, you want to do the eye door if you're going to pop the door anyway, just for the sake of safety, and you're going to have to do a refill and backtrack. So
True.
It's probably the best place to do it. But yeah,
did the commentary stream just freeze for you? Because it freezed for me. Froze? Freezed? I'm getting sound, but nothing.
Yep, I'm not getting anything off that either.
Whereas I am still, it's still working on one thing. We're supposed to ping somebody for that. Alright, so now we'll just be a little behind.
It is 7 supers, as Rumble says, so...
Oh, it's only 7? Okay.
Yeah, so if you needed 7, that means you would just want to pop the first door, the rest of it you can get away with. But I think it's a smart decision to take the eye door out just for the safety of having the extra shot. Is it? Oh, is it only 15 and 7 coming out of Metroid Room 4? Okay.
Alright, and for me the comm stream's back up.
Yeah, but that's what we mean. In terms of using the refill and whatever, the extra 2 supers that Lex managed to get were, a huge benefit, really.
Yeah.
Lex struggling to get the freeze on that. They haven't turned off their screw attack.
Yeah. And if you leave that on, you have to do the down back strat, which is not simple.
Yeah, it's not that hard, but it's a more specific setup. There's a lot less leeway in actually setting it up itself.
Toasty manages to microwave fan tune even with the, let's say, the dorm-sized microwave. We're going to call that the dorm-sized microwave.
The dorm size?
Because in the dorm, you're not allowed to have, like, a full-size microwave, because the circuits all suck. And there's the real charge beam. Oh, Lex already picked that up.
Lex did.
I did not notice the real charge beam pickup.
No, but thankfully we have the best tracker in the business on the go here in Cheaty, and he's made sure that we've got that charge beam on screen, so we should have seen it at least. But that's going to make this fight basically
trivial.
Nothing to Lex, so yeah.
Not going for stand-up.
I can understand that. They're in a good position, and that there is soft lock potential. There is also John lock potential, but I can understand just feeling safe about it. Well, I mean, it's hard to decide. Soft lock is never good. That's basically reset. But John lock is associating yourself with French Lightning John, and which is worse, I will leave up to the chat to decide.
We try to be as impartial as possible here as commentators. Love you, John.
Yeah, no, in fairness, I also love you, John. You are fantastic. Except for his love of reserve, that makes no sense.
Alright, so Lexa is in cutscene. Toasty about to head into Turian.
So it looks like Glausio has frozen up, but was on their way to Turian, I'm going to guess, based on what we're seeing where they are.
Yeah. And I'm I'm gonna guess that is on Glaucio's side.
Yeah, I don't know what Glaucio's connection is generally like, but I know we do have a few runners in the community who are unfortunately not in areas where they can get a connection that really makes it work well.
Absolutely. And Glaucio appears to have reappeared. And I don't know, some things are happening on Glaucio's side.
Yeah, so it looks like we've got MM2 on their way down to Torian as well now.
Well, we have Lexa punching Mother Brain in the face with rainbows.
I like that description of it. I
mean,
really do.
It's really what it is.
Yeah, it is. It's just not one I've ever heard before.
Especially when you do it optimally and you're, basically the beam almost barely appears on screen for lag reduction strats. Oh. You really are.
Lex, unfortunately, getting stopped by the descending bars there. Do you know if Lex is a blue bomber kind of person?
I don't. Doesn't look like it. And Glaucio has said in the SRL, heck internet, so I'm gonna guess that is on Glaucio's side.
Yep, seems that way. Yeah, Lex, as with most of this seed, absolutely tearing through the escape here.
Absolutely.
MM2 is not having great luck with these super drops.
Ooh, that super count is not... That is not what you want to see out of a super count.
Not at all.
I mean, he does have 30 missiles.
Oh, thank you, Slurs. That's nice to hear. Sorry to interrupt.
That's fine. He does have 30 missiles, which can negate some of that super issue, but... And we do have a dot done from Lexosaurus Race, finished in 4th place with a time of 56:23. Prior to that, Zost finished in 1st place with a 47:31. Sloters 20 seconds later in 2nd place with a 47:51. And Scotty in 3rd place with a 52:57.
Yeah, and
I have to say with those first two, I don't know that anybody that pays attention to Super Metroid is even remotely surprised.
Yeah, and I think anybody who knows Scotty isn't really surprised to see that position either.
No, not at all. Scotty is a top-notch runner.
Yeah, but probably less well known in fairness than Zost. I mean, we can pretty much all claim that within Super Metroid.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely a high-quality runner.
Oh, we have a virtual tie for 6th and 7th place.
Oh, yes, we do.
Zeb316 and Balthazar both finished with a 57:59.
Well, I mean, as it currently stands, I don't know if that's meant to be ID 11 or ID 11, but either way, as it currently stands, I don't have the updated numbers, but I believe
Sloters and Zost will be the top 2 seeds.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been determined just yet.
So Glaucio seems to be having some internet issues based on what we're seeing in the SRL chat, so hopefully he's managed to just finish his run and get himself in, but we will see.
Right.
Oh, okay, so according to RaceBot, that 6th and 7th place is not a tie.
Ah, okay, they are actually considered separate. So it was Zeb316 in 6th place and Balthazar in 7th.
And just to update, it was Canadian Owl who finished between them and Lex in 5th. And it looks like we've got Lex ready to join us for a little bit of a chat. It should only be a moment or two coming in.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, we've got... There we got Toasty, finishing off Mother Brain 2 with some supers.
Hello there.
And we are joined by Lexosaurus Rex. GG, Lex.
Yeah, GG.
That screwed up everything where you wanted it to be. It was like Oh, I need charge. Better grab some little thing. Oh, charge at Dragon.
Well, in fairness, I was saying as you were coming into Torian that arguably you could not have routed a great deal better without knowing already where everything was.
I grabbed too many lower items, and my fight against Phantoon with no missile was questionable.
Yeah, we were wondering about that. That was definitely something we wanted to ask you about. Did you not realize that you hadn't grabbed missiles, or did you just decide, I'm doing it anyway?
Yeah, I was like, well, hopefully there's missile on the mode, otherwise I'm just doing it anyway. And I even check the second dead room if you...
Spooky missiles.
Yeah,
Yes,
spooky missiles.
Yeah.
And nope. Oh well, I'm getting in.
Hey, you just had to hit Phantoon with those Nintendo Power strats.
Yeah. And 2 super M. That's the strat.
Yeah. We have Inmit has finished in 8th place with a time of 1 hour and 50 seconds. So yeah, I mean, really, you got all of the movement items so early. I mean, other than high jump, which was still pretty early.
Yeah, that was what I was afraid of. Basically, going without I-jump for the I-jump plus lava dive. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah,
So
we
it's
were.
like, oh, thank God I-jump.
That was actually a discussion we had. We weren't sure whether you did bootless lava dive or not.
Yeah, I was hoping not to have to do that, but
I mean,
everything
nobody
was...
wants to do bootless lava dive.
Yeah,
No.
nobody.
And so many E-things. Dang, that was just a lot of E-things there.
Yeah.
So of our on-screen ones, Toasty actually did full suitless lower Norfair. He never went to wreck ship.
Oh, dang. That's not fun.
Because he's a madman, and
Indeed.
I definitely think Toasty's going to say he had fun.
oh, no doubt. I mean, we had fun watching it, and he did kind of luck out with the placement of Gravity Suit, making his trip out
totally,
of lower
yeah.
Norfair. Could be
Yeah,
easier.
Yeah, the trip out was probably a good one. At least you got 50%, right? That's what counts.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think he was very happy to see that when he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was grabbing so many supers. I was so afraid it would be chargeless.
There were so many supers early on, really.
Yeah,
And
I
power
saw a
bombs, too.
couple. Yeah, power bomb and super missiles were nowhere to be seen.
And nobody really found very many missiles. I think 30 was the max anybody got.
Yeah, I don't think anybody got above 30, and I think that was... I think Toasty only got there purely just looking for things in case he needed another crystal flash.
Oh. Yeah,
Alright,
but yeah, that was like the perfect thing. As soon as I saw speed booster, I was like, yeah, that's red chip first. No way you don't red chip first when you have speed. And getting that good old space jump makes everything so much easier.
No doubt about that. So, just a couple of quick updates. So, as you've all seen, Toasty Muffins has finished. He has finished in 9th place with a time of 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 26 seconds. And even though we've lost his stream, Claudio Souza has finished just behind him in 10th place with 1 hour, 2 minutes, and 30 seconds. That was a really tight finish from the two of them.
Yeah, 4 seconds. Though we did have a less than a second between 6th and 7th place, which is always...
Dang.
So,
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, some real tight racing going on here. But as we've also just seen there, MM2 has now finished. They finish in 11th place with a time of 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 5 seconds. So this has been some serious high-end gameplay. This like 11th place at 1 hour and 3 minutes is pretty good.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to go check out Zeus and Slaughter's run. Those are going to be very entertaining, to be quite honest.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
I don't want to see it just because I don't need to see how far off I am of being considered even remotely close to good in this game, but I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, indeed.
Looks like
'Cause
MM2 will probably also be joining us for an interview.
Alright. If they got the same route as me, I'm not surprised they got that time. With just the
no.
movement in itself. Oh god.
No.
We
And,
are
Never
joined
mind.
by MM2 NES cartridge, GGMM.
Yeah, GG.
Thank you.
So how was that?
GG, Lex. Honestly, I feel like I did decent, but my routing was trash, and I did a completionist routing until like the very end. So I had everything, but I don't know. I didn't go fast.
Didn't go fast enough.
I mean, finishing in 11th, it may not feel that way, but trust me, you weren't slow.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That the seed had everything you might want, and for the most part, pretty good places. Varia could have been in a better spot, but
Yeah.
Varia definitely could have been in a better spot. Honestly, my biggest mistake was going back for Gauntlet after Wrecked Ship, because I went down at the beginning, went through Brinstar, went up Red Tower, did Wrecked Ship. I skipped Gauntlet at the very beginning, and I was like, what if Gauntlet has gravity, and I don't find the suitless stuff I need? And then I have to walk all the way back to Gauntlet and grab whatever.
I want to say the discussion earlier was because Gauntlet's weirdly considered part of Retro Bren from a logic perspective. I don't know that gravity can be in Gauntlet.
Oh yeah, gravity can't be in Gauntlet.
No, I can't, yeah.
Because even though it's in criteria, it's weirdly logically considered part of Retro Bren because reasons.
Yeah, but charge can be in Gauntlet.
Absolutely, charge could be there. I mean, there's plenty of great items that could be there. I just don't think it could be a suit.
Yeah, going Gauntlet at the start was like very nice. I would have gone meme route with that one, but I didn't get power bomb.
Me neither. I was thinking, okay, if I get power bombs, I'm going meme route, but I didn't get power bombs, and I was sad.
Aw. Yeah, I was pretty sad too.
That early screw attack really does lend itself to a good meme route.
Oh yeah.
I was also very sad that we didn't see a meme route, so I was definitely pulling for it when we started this seed.
Well, Thraig, you know that you get to blame the seed today. Have fun.
Yeah, it's one of those rare occasions. Don't get to blame the runners. It's got to be the seed today. But outside of that, this seed was great for racing. I mean, it was so much movement so early. How did you find that, MM2?
I mean, I definitely enjoyed all the movement. So let me tell you, I was thinking when I was going through charge, I was like, if I get another early speed, I'm gonna laugh. And then I found speed at charge, and I was like, wow. I just found that funny because like every qualifier I've done, I've had an early speed. Like I think I had 2 speeds at Atacoons, and then another speed at charge. So weird. I don't know.
Yeah, and I believe this is also the second seed we've seen today where Varia was at Rexship Reserve.
It's always there. I swear to God. Every time I do a rando, it's there. It's just sitting there.
You took the words out of my mouth on that one because I was about to say it seems like it's always there. So
yeah, it was there until like 2 out of my 3 qualifiers, I think.
So any of you out there thinking about running the Dash Randomizer, don't do the top of Rexship skip. Clearly, just doesn't pay off in this one.
Oh no, it doesn't.
Ours to skip, not a good idea in Dash.
Yeah, it has so many items, like 4 items, and usually they have a bigger chance of being something good. At one point, I had Varia in one of the qualifier. I think the first one, Varia was at was literally at the same place as now at the Wreckship Reserve, and speed was in gravity.
That always feels good.
Yeah, I saw
like,
that one.
Oh man, it's there, but I can't touch it. And then you find speed at gravity. That is always a wonderful moment.
Oh yeah, that was such a good moment. It was like, oh, thank God.
I regret to
I've
say,
always felt.
I've
Oh,
never experienced that feeling.
oh, you are fortunate. Like, it is utter heartbreak knowing that you are going down there about to find out that you probably cannot get Varia, and then it's just pure elation when you realize, yes, I can, because it's giving me speed. It was meant to be.
Yep.
It's a
The
beautiful moment.
routing makes some sense. So if you see speed, go up there ASAP.
Yeah, it does seem if you see that early speed, head up to Wreck Ship Reserve. It's probably got something good for you.
Yeah, and I
Definitely.
mean, generally, I think we're seeing that Wreck Ship usually has something useful, even if it's not something you have to have. Though, in the 2 seeds that I've seen this weekend, I'm pretty sure twice it's had Varia at reserve. So,
Yep.
Yeah.
In the 2 raids that I did at Variat Reserve, it's always there. And Gravity is on the right supers from Fantoon most of the time that I play.
oh man, imagine the double shoot Wreck Ship. That would be it'd be game over, basically.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's done by then. Like
Yeah,
you don't
it's just
need
like
charge that much.
congratulations, you're go mode. Have fun.
Definitely.
Well, the odds of getting up there without enough ammo to be in go mode are very, very unlikely. So, yeah, I guess you would be.
Especially
I
with
mean,
with the starter charge beam, the ammo requirements get dropped significantly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was 100% ready to just go into Mother Brain without charge.
to be honest, we actually completely missed that you picked up charge somehow. Cheesy had not, so it was tracked. We are just apparently a pair of fools who can't look at a screen. But
I
we
can
were
mean,
definitely
that-
sitting there going,
I can
Lexington's a
confirm
really
that
good
we
game.
are in fact a pair of fools that are incapable of looking at screens.
I mean, it's a screen with a lot of stuff going on. I've done 4 races commentary, and it's a lot of stuff to see, a lot of stuff to check. And thank God we have Cheaty.
Yes.
The best in the business.
Thank Croxy that we have Cheaty.
Yep.
Wow.
So, was there any point in this seed for either of you where you were just sort of like, oh no, something ridiculously trolly is about to happen?
Well, I felt that way when I saw the high jump at speed because I was thinking, oh no, I'm probably gonna have to. Well, no, it was there, and then once I found the grapple at wave beam, I was like, oh no, gravity is definitely in Meridia. So I felt like that was just the oh no moment, and then I found gravity at Ridley, and life was great.
Me, it was a high jump. I went there. I was like, please give me high jump. Please give me high jump. And as soon as I saw it, it was like, oh, thank God. Definitely not a fan of good old high jumpless lava dive.
Nobody wants to do bootless lava dive.
Yeah, like she said earlier, your entire path down towards Lower Norfair, we were debating whether you were going to go for bootless or not. And then when we saw a little bit before you got there where high jump was, we were just like, well, that's not even a concern anymore because Lex is going to find that item.
Yeah, because I was going to do it. If I needed to do it, I was going to do it. I was going to go on the croc first if I didn't find the high jump, and then I was going to do it.
Sadly,
yeah.
the eight-eyed wonder Crocomire did not have anything of value today.
Oh, really?
I believe
Maybe
it was
it was
just a
2
pair of
E's.
E-tanks.
It was like I think
Good
it
old
was a
croc.
reserve tank at the E tank, and then an E tank at grapple. Then
Ugh.
maybe another was. It was some para tanks or whatever.
So it was Garbaggio.
A little bit of housekeeping. OK Beamer finished in 12th place. Glove has finished in 13th place. Junie June in 14th place, and Break Jake in 15th place, with various times that I'm not going to sit here and spout out.
All right. Well, thanks for having me for the interview, and thank you for doing the commentary, both of you.
Thank you for the great run.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
thank you for joining
yeah,
us. It's always nice to hear your thoughts on it.
Definitely.
yeah.
I'm definitely excited to watch this one back. So thank you for commentating this, and thank you to Cheaty Face for tracking.
Heck yeah, Cheaty Face always doing the tracking, always doing a wonderful job.
The best
Yeah,
tracker
once-
in the business, the only tracker in the business, Cheaty Face.
All right.
Well, that's okay. Once I stop racing, I'm probably going to do some tracking.
Well, there you go.
So Cheaty, you might have some competition,
Yeah,
but
there will
probably
be no
not.
competition.
Yeah, I think you'd just be considered his assistant at this point.
That's true. I definitely would. That's just how it goes.
All right, well,
All
yeah,
right.
as we were saying, thank you so much for joining us for the interview, guys, and thank you for 2 fantastic runs that we got to see.
Heck yeah. And definitely try to go check Zos and Slaughter's run. I'm sure it's gonna be pretty amazing. And I think I can't remember who finished third.
Scotty.
Gosh.
Scotty.
Scotty. Scotty probably has a really good route too. Definitely go check those guys out. And
Zos
thank you
and,
for commentary, and I'll see you guys later.
All right, thank you for joining us.
Bye.
Thanks, Lex.
Yeah, Zost and Sloters finished like 20 seconds apart. Scotty was about 2 or 3 minutes behind them, but I do want to go back and watch the Zost Sloters. I'll pull the videos up together and get to
Oh,
watch
no,
the race
definitely.
real time.
Yeah, that's one that I know I made the joke about how I don't really want to watch it, but of course you've got to go and see that. Their times are, I mean, 20 seconds apart, both finish in 47 minutes. Just under 48 minutes. Those are amazing times.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I think we're good. Probably we should probably sign off soon and just stop talking.
We definitely should. I mean, I'm sure there's someone still in chat listening to us just blather away, but
I feel
I think-
sorry for anyone who's still in chat listening to us.
Yeah, no, there's definitely other places where they could hear us be far more entertaining.
Absolutely. But thank you everybody for joining us here on Speed Gaming 3 for the SG Live 2020 Super Metroid Randomizer Qualifier number 6. This is the last one, so after this we will know who made the tournament and who didn't. And it'll be great.
Yeah, so definitely check out the spreadsheet that they've got in the Discord, because that'll have the full breakdown. I know it hasn't been updated just yet, but I don't expect it to take a great deal of time. And like Cheese was saying, thank you for joining us for the race. Thank you to our runners for putting on a fantastic performance. Shame on Glausio Souza's internet company for not doing a better job of providing us the internet that we need.
Shame.
That's right. And thank you for Speed Gaming for hosting this, because I mean, it's a great platform to be on. And of course, thank you to Cheese for joining me. I've had great fun.
Well, thank you for allowing me to join you because you signed up first.
Yeah, there wasn't much time between us from what I've heard, but no, yeah, thanks for joining me, man. I've had a great time doing this commentary with you, and hopefully we'll get to do more throughout the tournament.
Hopefully so. But once again, thank you all for joining us, and everyone have a pleasant evening.
Yeah, have a good one.